Let me share with you a lesson I learned from a very successful multi-millionaire businessman. He said to me, "Stephen, the hugely successful people you see in life are not superhuman, they're super intentional. They set goals and execute the actions to achieve the goals. They make a decision on what they want to achieve, put a plan together for the achievement of the goal, and they commit to it until its completion." That reminds me of a poster on a wall of a gym. I was working out and it said, "Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done." What I'm about to share with you should be shared with all your salespeople and managers of your whole company. Top performers, whether they be in sales or in sport, are great not because they have better ideas, but because their discipline of executing tasks is better. If you look around your sales floor at the top salespeople, they more than likely execute the goals and tasks that they set out for themselves. You'll find that they work at their game and work that little bit harder than the rest. They're never clock watchers. They stop when they're done. And here's the key part. The money they make each month tends to reflect the work they put in and the goals they've executed. Let me take it up a notch again. Look around you at the successful managers of your company. They will work at their managerial skills, reading books, studying, planning, motivating, and usually put in a lot more quality time into each day, and the money they make will reflect this. Successful managers don't stop when their contractual time finishes, they stop when they're done. You know, Jack Welch said, "There's no such thing as work-life balance. There are work-life choices, and you make them, and they have consequences." Life balance is achieved when you're intentional about where you spend your time, your effort, your energy. It is perfectly fine to spend more time on your career rather than other things in life, as long as it's intentional and you are in charge of the decisions you make. Most, if not all, top elite athletes and business people have more time focused and spent on their craft than anything else in their life. Just make sure you're intentionally doing so. Now, look at the owner of your business. If they are hugely successful, and I imagine they would be, how many hours have they and do they continue to put in to achieve greatness? And their money will reflect this. So it's time to get super intentional. Let's look at some steps of the process to get super intentional. I call it the DPVA formula. The D stands for decision. Have you made a clear decision on what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it? This will give you clarity and drive when things get hard. If I asked you to walk over a plank of wood that was 2 feet off the ground, you could easily walk across it and keep your balance, true? Now, let's say it's a lovely hot day, no wind to affect things, and we raise that plank of wood 100 feet up in the air and ask you to walk across it now. Now, for some that don't fear heights, this might be doable. However, the risk has went up slightly, so you don't have the same drive to complete the task. However, let's say that same plank of wood, 100 feet up, and your son or daughter is on the other side and the building has just went on fire. You won't even think about it. You just do it because the drive is there now to save your son or daughter. Your motivation and drive to do it has changed. When you know why you want to complete something, this will give you the drive when things get tough. The P stands for plan. Have you written out your plan? A good plan will be broken down into smaller actions that you can take daily and weekly to achieve the overall vision you have. I will repeat that a good plan facilitates effective implementation. Plan the actions and schedule them. What gets done gets scheduled, not listed. The biggest problem with a to-do list is that it isn't scheduled into the time in your day. So what many find is they will move it to another time or day and feel under no pressure to complete. on time because there is none. Schedule everything. The V stands for visualize. Visualize yourself doing the actions, visualize yourself completing the actions, visualize yourself achieving the goals and the feelings that it gives you. The mind and body is connected. Scientists have proven this. And the subconscious mind can't identify the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. This is a very important part of the process. For more on this, watch the module on Arnold Schwarzenegger's mind programming. And number 4, the final piece in the DPVA formula is A for action. You must take action at every opportunity. The steps to successful achievement will always be there. You need to continue to take them down one by one and continue to close in on your potential. If you pause and decide for a while not to take these action steps, the same amount or more will still be there when you return. And I say more because if you leave things a while, everyone else will have moved on and you will have fell behind. So take continuous actions now to close in on your potential. Don't let time get away from you. One last point here that I want to share with you. Greatness is not achieved in the destination. Greatness is achieved when you make a decision and are executing the plan. So I want you to take some actions. Take some time out to design your action plan and get super intentional on what you want to achieve moving forward.